Hello, everybody. How you doing? This is Lakers Talk with Gerald, episode number 60. We are at a milestone, everybody. Episode 60. I've been doing this for a little while since I started back in November. And originally what I said was I wanted to do at least 100 episodes was my goal. Because what I try to do is always set goals in life. And I always try to set milestones with those goals. Anytime you set a goal, you set a bunch of milestones so, leading up to your goal that you can celebrate in between. And so right now, everybody, we are at a milestone of my goal. Episode 60, every 10 episodes is a milestone. So we are at episode 60. It is a celebration. Thank you guys for being there and joining with me. If you're listening, if you got goals out there, set them milestones, and then celebrate. Thank you. Help me celebrate. By you just listening right now is helping me celebrate because, we're going to keep going. Can't stop, won't stop. Like Diddy say back in the day. But, with that, we're going to get to this Lakers talk, with Gerald, hence the title. Meaning you're going to hear Lakers news, Lakers talk coming from my perspective, from, me being a fan since I was 12 years old. You guys know my story. If you don't, go back and listen to some of the early episodes starting at number 1. And, I tend to kind of give my story and my timeline of how I became a Lakers fan. And I kind of give examples throughout the different podcasts. That way you can get to know me a little bit. You can kind of understand where I come from, where I get my thoughts from, and why I feel the way I feel. So, with all that being said, let's get into the topics that I want to discuss this time on this episode number 60. Today, I want to talk about a few things. We talked about the Rich Paul rule that the NCAA came up with not too long ago. They actually rescinded some of the criteria that they had, so I want to talk about that. There also was LeBron James's camp that he has coming up, that getting the Lakers together before the summer league, things like that, or not summer league, the preseason, getting them together. So we'll kind of touch on that. Also, newly since the last one, the NBA schedule has come out. So I kind of want to talk about that, talk about the first 10 games, the 10 to 15 games that's on the Lakers schedule, and talk about which games that I look forward to seeing and the matchups I look forward to seeing and what I expect from the Lakers. So that's going to give us a good amount of topics right there. I might throw in a few other topics here or there after that as it comes to my mind, because right now we're just going off the top. We're just talking about these Lakers and, good things. So starting off, the NCAA rule, right? When it came out sometime a few days ago, that what was dubbed the Rich Paul rule, and how anybody that was going to represent a college player that was going to be eventually going to the NBA that agent needed to have a 4-year college degree. They also needed to take some kind of test or exam that was administered in Tennessee, and he also needed some kind of license or certification. So it was like 3 different things that kind of just laid out these kind of rules that make it seem like you, to be an expert and to represent these guys, you need those things, when that is not always the case in life. There's plenty of people that have plenty of experience that never got a college degree, but they have so many more life experiences that make them an expert in their area that are more than qualified to represent people. So it got a lot of backlash from a lot of people, a lot of famous NBA players, LeBron James, Kevin Hart, Tyson Chandler, just a lot of different people, where, you got a bunch of analysts, Stephen A. Smith, you got a lot of people that just were just all over this. And even Rich Paul himself even wrote something, and he posted it basically breaking down why that doesn't make sense, and how someone with a college degree can be just as of a crook as anybody else, or a con artist or something to that effect. So, but the NCAA quickly made a turnaround and amended those rules and amended those criteria to say that you didn't necessarily need a college degree anymore, and that you possibly can still represent these college players as an agent. They mentioned that it would require like a waiver or something like that to waive the college degree. I don't know so much about if they even waive the certification or the testing and things like that. That may still be in there, but they at least took out the requirement for that college degree. So that was pretty damn quick. You would think that might be something that goes on for a while, that keeps getting protested, but they quickly saw the light. They quickly probably were like, you know what, we're getting too much flack from this. This is looking really bad on us. This is going to really hurt our chances with all these young players. And they realized like, oh man, we really pooped up. Yeah, they realized they messed up. So they rescinded that, and that is out the door. We will see. We'll have to watch things closely and see if they try to change the rules a little more, try to slip some stuff in there when we're not watching and paying attention. When the heat is kind of cooled off a little bit, maybe they might try to throw something else in there. I don't know. We will see about that. But let me know what you guys think about that, and that whole deal with the NCAA. Do you think any of y'all think that was warranted? Do you think that was, meaning the rule in the first place? Do you think that was a good rule? If you do, make a comment. Let me know. Next topic, though, we're going to talk about the Lakers' schedule coming up. And the first 15 games specifically. Those are the ones I want to talk about. So starting off, we all heard that the Lakers are going to play the Clippers for the opening night. That's going to be on October 22nd. It's going to be at 7:30 Pacific Standard Time or 10:30 Eastern Standard Time. Lakers versus the Clippers. It's actually going to be a Clippers home game. I was kind of disappointed in that because I really wanted the opening game to be a Lakers home game. Really, for my own selfish personal reasons, because I bought tickets to that game. I bought tickets, and the Lakers Clippers tickets are crazy expensive, and if I'm gonna pay all that money to get good seats and get good tickets, I wanted to see it as a Lakers home game. I wanted to see the Lakers home colors, purple and gold, all that stuff, and I bought the tickets. I ended up paying excess of $800 something. Not complaining to anybody, but I'm just saying, I paid a good amount of money, and it's going to be a Clippers home game now. I mean, it's all good. I'm going to have a good time. I'm going to enjoy it. It's going to be probably the best seats I've had, probably for a regular season game for the Lakers. So it's going to be pretty nice. I'm going to be excited. Going to be there. I'm hoping to see anybody, you guys that's out there. If you're going to be at that game, hey, look, I might even do an episode right there. I might get there early and do a Lakers talk with Gerald right there in the Staples Center or outside of it. So maybe some of you guys listening, maybe if you're going to be there, you can be a guest on the show and we can do some discussions and talk about things. I would love to have some of you guys on Lakers Talk with Gerald. So, so excited about that game, even though it's going to be Clippers home game. I don't know if Paul George is going to be there because I think he has some kind of shoulder surgery. He might be still recovering from that. So the Clippers might not be 100% with their full cast. But even without, they're still going to have a good squad. It's still going to be a good game. It's going to be a challenge. There's no, given for the Lakers to get that win because Clippers were a good team last year, even without the addition of Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. They were a good team that would challenge the Lakers or any team any given night. So they're going to have a Kawhi Leonard and pretty much the whole squad they had last year. That's going to be a good game. I'm looking forward to it. I'm hoping for a Lakers W, but I'm just hoping for a great, great game. So, all right, after that, the Lakers' actual true home game will be against the Utah Jazz on December 25th. Well, I keep saying these months wrong. I apologize. It's going to be October 25th, 10:30 p.m. Eastern, 7:30 Pacific Standard Time. Utah Jazz, now that's not going to be a walk in the park either, even though that's going to be at home for the Lakers. Utah Jazz really got a lot of good pickups, and they're favored to be one of the top 3 to 5 teams in the West, and they got a good chance of winning the West, according to a lot of experts. So we will see how that goes. I'm looking forward to that. But then after that, the 27th of October, it's going to be another home game for the Lakers. It's going to be the Hornets coming to town. That shouldn't be such a tough game for the Lakers. That should be a win. And then after that, the Grizzlies come to town, and on the 29th of October, I would think that'd be a Lakers win also, because the Grizzlies kind of, they're not the team they used to be. That should be another win for Lakers. And then November 1st, we have the Dallas Mavericks. It's going to be at Dallas. That should be an interesting game too. I would think that should be a win for the Lakers also. Then we actually go to San Antonio on the 3rd of November. So that's the 6th game. It's going to be in San Antonio. That's a toss-up. But, of course, we hope for a Lakers victory. Then after that, we go again on the road to Chicago, face the Chicago Bulls on the 5th of November, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard, 5 p.m. Pacific. Should be a W for the Lakers. Then we come back home, the Miami Heat. Then on the 8th of November, they got Jimmy Butler now. So we'll see what their team looks like. That should be a good game. There's so many, a lot of teams are deep now. It's going to be a star on pretty much every team to 2 stars that we play. All right, next up, the Raptors, the defending champions, come to town. They're going to be in LA on the 10th of November. That's going to be at 9:30 Pacific Standard Time. After that, we have we are going to the Suns on the 12th of November, 9 p.m. Pacific, Eastern Standard Time. Then the Warriors come to town on the 13th of November. So we'll be seeing them for the first time. So guys, let's not think that the Warriors is going to be a walk in the park just because they lost KD. Remember, before they got KD, they were a 73-win team. They had the record for the best regular season ever without Kevin Durant. Just remember that. And Klay Thompson is hurt, but they still got Steph Curry. They still got Green. Both of these guys were all-stars before KD came there. And then they picked up, our guy, D'Angelo Russell, our previous guy. D'Angelo Russell was an all-star last year in the Eastern Conference with the Nets. So, they picked up another great guard. This guy is going to be something, if not already. A lot of people believe he just made the all-star game because he was on the Eastern Conference. And, he was a sub because someone got hurt. And one could argue that, if he was on the Western Conference, which he is now, the Western Conference is so deep with so many great guards that it's hard to make an all-star game. You got to be super great and super outstanding to make an all-star game. And to be honest, I kind of believe that too, and not kind of, that really is a fact. It's so deep. Think about it, guys. There's plenty of guys that was averaging 22 to 25 points a game as a guard last year that did not make an all-star game. So, just look over there at Phoenix. So, we'll see. I don't think D'Angelo's going to make another all-star game. I think he'll have a pretty good season. I think he'll be good. I think he'll average somewhere around 19 to 20 points a game. And I think he'll be up there. He's on a good team. They got a good way of playing, and he's going to have a lot of open looks because, you got Steph Curry, you got all those guys. He's going to find plenty of open looks. He's going to be nice. With that being said, that's going to be a good game. Hope the Lakers get that W. All right, next up, it'll be the Kings on the 15th of November. They'll be visiting LA. another 10:30 Eastern Standard Time, 7:30 Pacific. Then after that, the Hawks visit the Lakers on the 17th of November. So let's count up these games just to see where we're at right now. I said I was going to just review the first 15. So let's see where we are. Let's see. So yeah, that looked like 15 to me. All right, well, not quite. So let's go on next to Lakers are playing the Thunder will be in town after that on the 19th November, and then we will be basically back-to-back Thunder. So Thunder come to town on the 19th, and then we visit the Thunder on the 22nd. And then right after that, we play the Grizzlies again in Memphis. So, I mean, our schedule for the most part looks pretty favorable. It doesn't look too bad to start the season out. I mean, think about it. We played the Warriors once, we played the Clippers once, we played Utah once. Those are probably the best teams out of those first bunch of games. After that, we should get a decent amount of wins, and I'm hoping even those tough Warriors and the let's see, like out of all those good teams that I mentioned, we should get a couple wins out of those, the Clippers and things like that. And we're not facing I think the Houston Rockets until at least January, even though I wish we did play them early. I really think Houston's going to be good this year. The Western Conference is so deep. I mean, think about it, guys. I mean, we got the Clippers that just came up to a whole another level. Houston Rockets, believe it or not, they actually got better, and they were one of the top 4 teams last year. The Warriors, yeah, they went down a step, but they're still right there. They're still a top 4 team. I mean, you can't disrespect the Warriors like that. They are right there, if not, one of the top. They definitely top 3 or 4, I believe, still. And then we know, like I said, Houston got better, Clippers got better. OKC went down a little bit, even though they got Chris Paul, so they're still going to be a decent team. They might even still be a playoff team. I mean, who knows if they're going to trade Chris Paul. I mean, it's going to be hard to get rid of him because he has such a big contract. But, man, and Utah Jazz is going to be good. San Antonio hasn't dropped off. They got such a great system and a great coach. They're always in the playoff hunt. Man, last year, even teams that didn't make it are going to be good. Sacramento Kings are going to be pretty damn good. They're a young squad that are really doing things. So any given night, it's not going to be a walk in the park to get wins. So this upcoming season is going to be interesting. It's going to be one to look forward to, and yeah, it's going to be outstanding, guys. Well, I think, guys, that's going to do it. That's going to wrap it up for episode 60, milestone, yahoo, celebration. Everybody, yeah, keep hanging with me. Check me out. Go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and make some comments, all that good stuff. That's going to do it. I'm officially out. Lakers Talk with Gerald, episode 60.